On Apple stock, it's up 0.5%. So the trading range here on Apple stock is 190 and 193. And so far, just trading in that range, coming down to 190 and going back up to 193. So going into next few sessions, if the range actually breaks to the downside, Apple takes out 190, then watch out. Apple can come down to 186.84 to retest rising 20-day moving average, and below that 183, 180. Now Apple actually takes out 193. In that case, watch out for continuation to the upside all the way up to this Bollinger Band 196, 198, and then maybe fresh new all-time high, and that's going to be around 200. On Amazon, stock is down 1.48%. So Amazon again getting a gap down today. And look at this, guys, getting a bit oversold, hitting lower Bollinger Band at 178 and trading just above lower Bollinger Band, which is sitting at 178.91. So here on Amazon, definitely this was a double top. Now we can say that it's breaking down definitely, and we could see Amazon go down even more, down to this gap 173.92. So now Amazon, as long as Amazon stays under 181.55 to 182, that is still a bear case on Amazon, and this thing can come down even more. Possibly will close this gap next week 173.92. So watch out for that on Amazon. To the upside, now Amazon needs to get over 180. Over 180, there will be resistance at this gap 181.55, 182, and then 185. On Google, stock is down 2.16%. So Google definitely, it's a big breakdown right here on Google stock below 176. And now it's not even holding right here, guys. 173.95, I would say 174, rising 20-day moving average. We definitely closed below 20-day moving average, and now the next support 170, and then lower Bollinger Band 167, 163.88, 50 SMA. To the upside, Google will find resistance at right here 174, 176. Once we get over 176, watch out for a move up to 180 on Google. On Tesla, stock is up 1.48%. So just like I said last night, Tesla needs to get over 183. And what happened today? We got really close to 183, 182.67, and Tesla got rejection instantly, came back and now holding 178. So your line does end here on Tesla for tomorrow, 178, 171, 50 SMA, and then 168 lower Bollinger Band. To the upside, Tesla breaks and holds 183, then watch out for continuation all the way up to 200, and these Bollinger Bands are squeezing. So like I said last night, there is a big move coming here on Tesla very soon. Watch out for that. On Microsoft, it's down 3.38%, so massive bearish engulfing candle right here on Microsoft, and this is not looking too hot for the tech sector, because if this thing goes down below right here 413, I mean, look at this sell-off here on Microsoft. I mean, straight down almost $15 on the day and barely holding. It's actually below all these moving averages right here, so that is definitely not bullish. 413 gives up. We do have unfinished business down here, this gap around 400, so that should be the next stop below 413 on Microsoft. Now we get some sort of a dead cat bounce, maybe able to go back up and close this gap. Well, we'll be shorting right here at 425.69. That is going to be a great area to short Microsoft if we get some sort of a counter trend rally back up to the upside. Now for tomorrow, there will be support at 413, there will be resistance at 420 right here, and above that 424, and then this gap 425.69. To the downside, 413, that's going to be your final line in the sand for Microsoft. Below that, this thing can flush all the way down to 400 to close this gap down here. And here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow, and there is no subscription, nothing here on X, is totally free, and you can always ask me a question if you have right here on X. Now I'm going to share some fantastic swing trade with you guys right here on this video, and if you look at my screen, triple Q, it was going up and pretty much at all-time highs. 460, we got 445 puts, and today 450. And that is also a position we're holding and not giving up, because I think 445 can come on triple Q early as this week. Now here's another one, guys. Netflix I took yesterday at 664, 600 puts, and this one also we took profit on that trade just a couple minutes before closing today. This thing came down from 664 down to 645. Now here's another one from just a couple days ago. PDD. When I showed it, it was at 159, and yesterday down to 145. Took profit on that one as well. So all these trade ideas are available on Patreon. So if you're interested and you're really serious about trading, well, definitely that link will be down below in the description for you guys to join. On AMD, it's up 0.97%. So despite the sell-off on Nvidia stock today, AMD was up and actually green on the day. So for tomorrow, you'll line the sand 164, below that 159, 20 SMA, and then this gap 153.49. To the upside, as long as AMD can hold 164, watch out for a move all the way back up to 173 and possibly up to even 184, and then this gap 188.05. On Nvidia, stock is down $43 on the day, almost 4%. And Nvidia now, this was it. Kept going up, hitting all-time highs, and finally Nvidia from that all-time high today, closing at pretty much at the low of the day and holding above 1,098, I would say 1,100 right here, rising 5-day moving average. So here on Nvidia, tomorrow with that PCE, this thing can gap down to this gap, 1,064. That is going to be a strong support to watch. But if that gives up at some point, there will be more selling down to 1,000 and then 960. Now to the upside, 1,100 can hold. Then watch out for a move back up to 1,136 and then 1,158 up to even 1,200. So Netflix going down 1%, and this was a fantastic trade. You guys saw that yesterday, shorted right here at 664, getting some puts 600, and today selling out at 645 completely. And now, that is a big move, guys. Almost down $20 from where I got in. So if you actually got this trade and you're a Patreon member, you made some good money on Netflix. And now, if this thing cannot hold 645, you're going to see more dump off down to 633.92 and then 630 down to 20 SMA 621, and then there will be more downside, possibly down to 610 to 604. Now Netflix needs to hold right here, guys. This 5-day moving average, which is sitting really close to 645. As long as Netflix can hold that, and that is why I sold, because below that there will be more downside, and above that this thing can move all the way up to 670 and possibly even 700. So Netflix is to the point where this thing can break down, and that should bring Netflix down to easily 630, or if this thing can hold on this pullback, 646 to 645, watch out for continuation all the way up to 670. And I think we'll get an answer tomorrow whether this thing actually moves higher or it gets a breakdown below 645 to 646. On Meta, it's down 1.54%, and we talked about it before that Meta can actually trap a lot of bulls. And guess what? We traded Meta back and forth quite a few times, but I'm not holding anything overnight, and there is a reason. And we talked about it in my video before that Meta can actually go really close to the gap, and it did. What was it? 480, and then not filling this gap will come back and possibly will close this gap down here 400 and trapping a lot of bulls. People that are eyeing this gap, they would buy it, and then you will see Meta not filling this gap. And now you can see this morning exactly this thing gapping down and now trading below all these moving averages right here. So now here on Meta, the next support and the critical support 452, below that you're going to see Meta coming down and filling this gap 400. To the upside, now Meta needs to get above 469 to 470, and if that happens tomorrow, watch out for a move up to this gap 473.70, and above that level possibly would come up and retest right here 50 SMA, which is setting at 482.92, and then this gap at 484.58. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.